Yes, hello, welcome, good people of God, to another amazing episode of Shots Fired on Hilitz Sports. Today, a whole lot of shots were fired in the weekend because now we're about to go into the sporting world and do a whole lot of research and breakdown about what's happening in the sporting industry. Join me, don't go anywhere. Don't forget to get more of these videos to know what's happening. Hit the subscribe button below and join the community of Hilitz Sports worldwide. Let's go. Welcome, we're back like we never left. Don't forget, this is still Hilitz Sports on Hilitz Sports TV, and Shots Fired is the name of the program. Another episode for a new week. Today, we've got a guy who's making a return for the second week. Osaze, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, Shuka. How was your weekend?
It was okay, it was all good. It's been a minute, like 2 weeks since you we came here last. Well, it's been all good. We're here to talk about sports. That's obviously what we'll do here, down here on Hilitz Sports TV. During the weekend, Pep Guardiola got his win number 500 in his 673 games as a manager. That's a good record, really. Thinking about how he started, where does he place him when it comes to counting people like Arsene Wenger, Carlo Ancelotti, Alex Ferguson, Zinedine Zidane, and them likes?
Well, Pep Guardiola is a genius. With due respect to Arsene Wenger, Zinedine Zidane, Carlo Ancelotti, and
even Mourinho.
Yes, cannot take away Mourinho's contribution in this football sector. But talking about placement, yes, Carlo Ancelotti has actually won a UEFA Champions League 3 times from different clubs. Wenger has not really won a Champions League. Zinedine Zidane has won Champions League 3 times, with Real Madrid. And talking about the likes of Jose Mourinho, who is equally a trophy-winning manager as well. But for Pep Guardiola, yes, around the November last year, they were actually placed 13th in the English Premier League. But today they are topping, 4 points ahead of Manchester United. And if you take a look at the achievement he has actually made in his managerial years, I think he has a slight edge above these legend managers you mentioned. Yes, okay. He has a slight edge.
So now, what's the edge? Is it age, or being the fact that he came to achieve all this at a younger age? Is this the edge?
No, if you look at the way he manages any club he handles, yes, he could not really win Champions League when he managed Bayern Munich, and he has already won Champions League with Manchester City. But in terms of production, in terms of the way he actually fashions his team look at the game. Yeah, look at the game against Sheffield United. Yes, of course, they are really struggling in the league. They just managed to win 1-0, narrow 1-0. But the likes of John Stones, Riyad Mahrez, and Raheem Sterling were on the bench. They could not really come on to play, and Manchester City dominated the whole game. So for me, I think it has to do with the team organization, the team formation. Okay, what he actually imparts into the players, the way he handles players. That's what makes him different. Apart from trophies he had won, that's actually makes him outstanding.
Okay, now let's now place them. Now, who's number one?
Pep Guardiola is number one for me.
Okay, for you.
Yeah.
Okay, according to us, I say Pep Guardiola is number one. Now, Chelsea's new coach, the pressure on him has died down a bit. Thomas Tuchel, as he got his first win in Chelsea colours. But with defenders getting most of the goals, really, do you really think that Chelsea has a striker problem?
Of course they do. Okay, they do, because despite the fact that they signed the likes of Timo Werner, Kai Havertz, and they have someone like Tammy Abraham and Oliver Giroud, but they are still struggling in getting goals. These strikers are still struggling. So we saw what happened when the defenders came on and got the whole goals for them. Even players that could not really feature regularly under the auspice of Frank Lampard, who was actually fired because of poor results. So I think if this current manager, Thomas Tuchel, could get the best out of these strikers, more especially Timo Werner, where Chelsea already spent so much in bringing him.
He had an embarrassing miss in the weekend. It was so embarrassing.
Yeah, it was so embarrassing. But if these guys cannot really score, let Thomas Tuchel look elsewhere. I think we have some good players that can actually get goals for him. It mustn't necessarily be the strikers, because the most important thing, according to him, said Chelsea name is result, their last name is result, their middle name is result. So he is there to produce result for Chelsea, or else he will be shown the exit door.
I think the person that set the pedestal for that result has to be Jose Mourinho, because then he doesn't even care with which part of your body you score the goals with. Just getting the goals, and I think it was sailing for them at that point. Now moving forward to the La Liga, where another drama is happening. Real Madrid is crumbling in front of smaller teams. I don't know. I keep on saying it. They are the Robin Hood of the La Liga. They get the points from the big teams and share to the smaller teams and all. And Barcelona has drawn level with points with Atletico Madrid on a comfortable edge for now on top of the league. Do you think it's adios amigos from Diego Simeone's team to others below? You get
Well,
sailing to the trophy.
the point is that Real Madrid problem is something that one can actually see beyond Zinedine Zidane. Because Zinedine Zidane is trying to manage that team very well, but most of the times he fails to produce results. For the past 2 games that he has not been able to handle the team because he is being isolated after contracting coronavirus. Yeah, after contracting the coronavirus, he could not really handle the past 2 games, though they were able to win their last game, but Saturday's game was also awful, where they were actually beaten at home. And if things continue like this, I think the head of Zenit Zidane will be called, because this is the Champions League month, and they are going into this month with what I call low expectation. The spirit in the camp is very, very low. I think there is what I call unrest in the dressing room, which Real Madrid manager Zenit Zidane must arrest, because it seems as if some players don't really like the way he treats them at the dressing room, and many of them have not really been playing. For Barcelona, they're actually on the same point with Real Madrid, 40 points apiece, but they are ahead because of goal difference, and they really want to kind of close the gap against Atletico, who has 50 points. And the way Barca are really going at this moment, I strongly believe they are the only serious challenges, or let me say, of course, a serious title contender, against Atletico Madrid, not Real Madrid, because the way Real Madrid are really going, they may slip backward to 4th position. But for Atletico, I think they are actually on the right track. They are cruising, and when things are going, they have 2 games in hand. And if they happen to win those 2 games, I think they will not really be stopped. Nothing can really stop them. Okay. They will go to win the title.
Okay, so you mean that the way they're going right now, they might comfortably cruise their way up to the La Liga title,
of
which
course.
There was actually a drama the last time I think they won in 2014.
Yeah.
When they were unbeaten, like they're one of the most exciting defensive teams you can ever encounter. Almost every team that jammed them has collected them, like they felt it. Real Madrid and them likes. Okay, back to the English Premier League again. Manchester United have failed to score against a big team. Is it safe to term them the title pretenders of the Premier League? Because I think it's a recent trending word right now. Yeah, pretenders of the Premier League, acting like they are part of the challenge. So yeah.
Well, for Manchester United, with due respect to the club and the manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who has really transformed the club, from where they used to be when he said was actually called, for last year. Yes, one may not be far from the truth that they may be called pretenders, not really serious title contenders because of the way they are really going. For the league at this point, I think Manchester City, who really has 1 game in hand, if they could win the next game, they'll actually be on 47 points. Okay, now Manchester United, they are on 41 points. Now, if you look at the way things are going, yes, the likes of Liverpool, they are coming up bit by bit. The likes of Tottenham are really going down. Leicester City trying to catch up. Arsenal trying to play what I call the catching up games. But for me, I think the only serious title contenders in EPL at this point in time is Manchester City and Liverpool, not Manchester United. Yes, people may tend to disagree with me, but if you look at the way things are really going, I think Manchester United may slip back a little. They may drop points again. Wow. But for City, who are well organized, who know what they really want, I think they are the only club that can fight for that title against Liverpool.
Okay, so City being purpose-driven and determined, might actually clinch the EPL trophy this season. Okay, talking about the people who have a whole lot to fight for. Tottenham Hotspur, with the man at the helms of affairs, Jose Mourinho, were stunned by Brighton Albion in the weekend. I'm still trying to process it really, because it was a shock. Now, where do you think Jose Mourinho needs to reinforce when it comes to making his team stronger? Is it the defense, or is it the midfield? Is it the striking area, or is it by the flanks?
Well, I think he has a sufficient squad to play well this season. He has enough squad. His problem is the way he treats some of his players.
Okay.
And apart from that character attitude syndrome, I think they are really facing a tough time this time because of the absence of Harry Kane, who had an ankle injury. His absence really affected them in the game against Brighton. We saw how they were beaten by Liverpool. But apart from the absence of Harry Kane, I think Jose Mourinho should learn how to talk to these players in a very matured way. Because their game against Liverpool, after the first half, I think they had one I call little altercation in the dressing room. And when the second half started, you could see how those players were really playing with what I call lackluster attitude. The game scored by Sadio Mane, the third goal. I was asking myself, what were the Tottenham Hotspur defenders doing? This guy ran in between, the two defenders playing for Tottenham. And when he actually gave that defense-splitting pass to Robert Firmino, who actually got the goal, now you could saw what happened. The goalkeeper of Tottenham Hotspur, Hugo Lloris, was really kind of serious to stop the ball. He was just diving like someone who was really playing, So for me, I think Tottenham Hotspur should, Jose Mourinho should talk to his players the way they like, because at this point, I believe there is unrest at the dressing room. But if they will recover, and yes, they will. I believe they will, because he has to fashion a way to make that team start winning games pending the return of Harry Kane.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now a whole lot are being put into consideration when it comes to the situation of football around the whole wide world. My name is still Chuka, and today, of course, as our guest is still shot fired on Hilitz Sports TV. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button below to get more updates, and follow all of our social media handles to get updates on what we are doing. So now, to wrap up, we've got this question. These players I'm about to mention right now all have a role to play in their teams. Joshua Kimmich,
Bayern Munich,
Kevin De Bruyne,
Manchester City,
and Bruno Fernandes.
Oh, Manchester United.
So now, who do you think is a more advanced midfield maestro?
Whoa, that's not simple. The whole world knows.
No.
Kevin De Bruyne.
Do I know?
That Manchester midfielder has done a lot. You remember, he was actually the highest assist last season, though his club could not really win the title.
Yeah.
But this season, he has not really replicated the form he put up last season. But nevertheless, he is still the best midfield maestro in all European leagues.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
KDB. I wish you can really hear this. Really. All this, your head will not just go and bust. All the fans from Hilitz Sports, we are super happy and excited to welcome you to the new month. New month of possibilities is February. Please, a whole lot of packages we've got for you, from our street programs, our Fox Pop, to our in-studio programs, to our updates, to our blogs, to our write-ups. Please keep being a part of our family. We are grateful. My name is Chuka. Please join us for the next episode. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button and be a part of us. Bye.